So Kevin, the 4-1 win against Newton Aycliffe tonight, a very satisfying win.
Oh, we would have certainly took that before we come here the night, James. To go in 4-0 up at half time at a place like this, a good side and well organised side, but we've really picked them off in the first half of the night, and we're clinical in our finishing. So they've had a right go at second half. First 10-15, they've got one back and had a bit of a go, but again we could have picked them off a couple of times on the counter, but we've seen the game out comfortably in the end.
How important was it that you carried that momentum from the Vars game into today's game?
It's huge. I mean, obviously, we've come here the night without Graham Armstrong in the side, without Robbie Spence in the side. Just goes to show the squad's going to play a huge part between now and the end of the season, and that's what it's all about. It isn't about the first 11; it's about the squad, mate.
And looking at the first half, goals from Michael Richardson, a hat-trick. Kedwin Scott got one as well. Mm-hmm. How big are they to the side at the moment?
There's goals in at this minute in time, and in all areas of the park. I think they've gone man-to-man on Michael, which has kind of helped them really in that first half. And Kedwin's has took a little deflection, but it's flashed past the keeper. It's a good strike by the kid. And, again, it's 3-2 for him, and Michael first half was virtually unplayable in that role, and doing that when you're being man-to-man marked as well is a credit to himself.
And looking at the league position, sitting in third ahead of this game, Shildon won tonight against West Auckland, and Newton Aycliffe in fifth ahead of this game. So it was a game you really needed to win tonight, wasn't it? It
was. Obviously, we on the back of the Vars fixture on Saturday, we've looked at these two fixtures, Aycliffe away and obviously Shildon at home, and Saturday is massive for us. Shildon absolutely, walloped us at their place, and we're hopeful that we can put a show on this time, because that wasn't really us that night down there. But going back to this game tonight, I just thought this was a really tough place to come on the back of them winning 4-0 at West Auckland on Saturday. Their tails are up and everything, but again, it's a fantastic first half performance from them. We take that into Saturday now, and hopefully we can pick up another win on Saturday.
And looking at the second half, Newton Aycliffe made a couple of changes at half time. Mm-hmm. It looked slightly better in the second half, but you defended well, didn't you?
We did. Like I'd said, we expected. We just said to our lads, listen, it's about managing the game second half. That's all we said to them at half time, myself and Mick, and they've come out. I think they've got that goal back in the first 3 or 4 minutes of the second half, so their tails is up for 5-10 minutes, and in fairness to them, it's a decent reaction off them, and obviously they were better in the second half. But you'd imagine that Colin will had a right pop at them first half, I would imagine. But I want to talk about us a little bit more, and I just thought we were very, very good first half, and we've carried on from Saturday. And in the past we've kind of been like after the Lord Mayor's show, but it certainly wasn't the case tonight.
And Mark Foden saved a penalty. How do you think that'll boost his confidence? Michael Van Gerwen.
I'd be disappointed if he hadn't saved it. I think it was a bit of a back pass. I think it was a poor penalty off the kid. But listen, he saved the penalty, and it's the goalkeeper's not favourite in them situations. But I think Mark would have been disappointed if he hadn't saved that one.
And talking about Shildon on Saturday, it's another must-win game, isn't it?
I wouldn't say must win. I mean, there'll be a lot of twists and turns between now and the end of the season. I think it's one of them. They've got some tough games to go. We've got some tough games to go. It should be a good game. We're looking forward to it. They're a good side, a really good side. We'll be prepared for it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.